We all love stories of the entrepreneurs enjoying overnight success, of the business natural with killer instincts coming from nowhere to take the established players by storm. And more often than not, of course, these stories are myth-making, pure and simple. The truth behind business success is less dramatic, but far more interesting.
Every minute of the day that you spend doing anything that isn't related to making your customers' lives more successful is a wasted minute.
If you can understand what motivates a person to be interested in your product or service and what their problems are, number one, you can create a better product and service.
What most customers have against most companies is companies don't listen.
Here at the $1 Million Challenge, we're interested in how business really works and what entrepreneurs and small business owners can learn from the experts that will allow them to transform their own businesses. And recently we set out to discover what it takes to get the fundamentals right before you launch a new campaign or a new venture. One of the points all the experts agree on is that successful businesses make good decisions, correct decisions at various critical junctures in their development. A decision to get into a new market, for example, or to get out of one, or to launch a new product, redevelop an old one, raise finance, to fund rapid expansion, or to downsize. 9 times out of 10, these critical decisions aren't the result of some killer instinct or magic touch. In fact, they're the opposite. They're careful conclusions drawn from solid information. This is equally true for global brands and for the thousands of successful smaller businesses who you might not have heard of, but who have nevertheless been able to generate great year-on-year profits for their stakeholders. In this show, we give tips on the upfront research you need to do about your market before launching a new business, a new product, or a new campaign. Without robust information, you might as well be stumbling in the dark or trying to cross a canyon without a bridge. The key to it all is collecting reliable, relevant data upon which to base your decisions. So, for one type of business, for example, you might be able to find out information about who might buy from you, how much they'll pay, what sort of quantities they'll buy in, how long they're likely to continue to buy from you, how demand in the marketplace might grow, and even what impact your competitors might have on you. These points are too important to make guesses about or to rely just on gut instinct. Fortunately, you don't have to. In creating the $1 Million Challenge, we've gone out to dozens of leading experts in business development, business strategy, sales and marketing, and other areas of business. We've also interviewed dozens of highly successful entrepreneurs and business leaders from key brands right around the world. The message we got from all of these people is that a fundamental prerequisite of successful business planning is to know your customers and target market extremely well. Most importantly, you need to clearly understand what customers want in their own terms. Digital marketing expert David Meerman-Scott, for example, recommends researching your business buyer personas, the various different characters who might buy from you under different circumstances.
The first thing and the most important thing before you even try to create any kind of content at all is to step back and understand who are your buyer personas. I call them buyer personas. Who are the people that you're trying to reach? And I want to know who they are in detail. So for example, if you're running a small hotel, I don't want you to create information about your hotel online until you can tell me who are the specific buyer personas of the people who are coming to your hotel. Perhaps there's the independent business person who is trying to make their own decision about what hotel to stay at. Perhaps there's a corporate travel department that books hundreds of room nights a year because their corporate headquarters is right near the hotel. Or a young couple planning on getting married might be a third buyer persona, and they're looking for a hotel ballroom to have their wedding reception. Another buyer persona might be people who want to have a corporate event in the hotel ballroom. All of those or a family on a vacation is a fifth buyer persona. Once you know who your buyer personas are, you need to interview those buyer personas, representatives of those buyers. Find out who they are. What are the problems that they have that your organization, your product and service can solve? In their words, buyer personas from the sales perspective are really important because if you can understand what motivates a person to be interested in your product or service and what their problems are, number one, you can create a better product and service, but you can also then approach it from the perspective where you're not just rattling off what's great about what you do. You know, we call it the old feeds and speeds approach. Well, we're better, faster, cheaper. Well, people don't necessarily care about that. What they care about are a solution to a problem that they might have. And understanding buyer personas will help you to be a much better salesperson.